M&Ms, breast mints, antibiotics, all various aliases of the little blue pill known as estradiol, which is itself a vessel for estrogen. Estrogen, then, is what we're here for. Unless, of course, you're a trans mask, in which case you're probably here for testosterone, otherwise known as rocks. I think. I don't actually know. I spent a long time thinking that up, okay?
Stubble people? No, that's stupid.
Kia ora guys, gals and me pals. I'm Alice101 your favourite Kiwi trans girl, and we all know the story. Hopefully. When you try to get access to hormone therapy, your doctor is going to give you 1,000,000 printed sheets full of the symptoms and side effects of estrogen, testosterone, or whatever it is you're taking. You gotta be careful if you're taking the titty skittles, you're gonna get horny. Blah, blah, blah. Because of our community's fiercely intelligent nature, we of course take it upon ourselves to read every single letter, every little word on these printouts, and because of that, we tend to have a very good understanding of hormone therapy. But there are still things you don't know, or things you may have forgotten, or maybe you don't understand the full gravity of. Things you missed. For example, I can fly now. That's right. Estrogen can make you fly. No, it can't. Please don't try that. I've been on hormones for almost 4 years, and I know everything. So today, I'm going to tell you 5 little facts about estrogen that you actually might not know. Because everyone knows about the breast growth, everyone knows about fat redistribution, etc, etc. Here are 5 things that they won't tell you about estrogen. Those motherfuckers. The lies always come in 5. And who is they exactly? Well, if you're a good girl /boy/envy and you hit that like button and you stick around to the end of the video, well, I might just tell you who they is. Number 5. We'll start light. Lesser known knowledge, but you may have heard it whispered here and there. Hormone therapy will affect your body's temperature response. A couple months after starting estrogen, you may well find that your body is more susceptible to sudden chills.
Why is it so f***ing cold?
Or heat waves. I need to take off all of my clothes. However, you may more so feel the need to rug up. Generally, we're more susceptible to cold, and that's because estrogen usually promotes a lower body temperature. This happens because estrogen influences thermal regulation by means of a little something we call vasodilation. Let me explain vasodilation to you. Teacher Alice is here. See? I've put on an extra pair of glasses and a coat. That makes me an authority figure now, apparently. Take, for example, gets big. This is a blood vessel. Blood vessel gets big. It's the same principle, baby. Big gawk blood vessel lets blood flow closer to the skin, thereby increasing heat dissipation and lowering your body temperature. You're welcome. There's 100,000 kilometers of big gawk blood vessels in each of our bodies, and you know what? In another 20 minutes, I'm gonna have 100,000 kilometers and 6 inches, baby! Some of you, however, might find yourselves feeling hotter than usual, and that's because progesterone actually makes your core temperature hotter. Why? I have no idea, but it's a cool fact, and that's why it's on this list. Number 4. We all know about pills, patches, injections, or even gel. I like calling it estrogel personally, it's just a fun little word. These are all very solid, widely used, and reliable methods of taking your hormone therapy. But did you know there's a little known 5th way to take estrogen? From what I gather, it's not exactly mainstream yet, but it's very interesting, and I have a particularly vested interest in this one. Lenzetto is one of the newest types of hormone replacement therapy. It's a spray formation, and it contains the hormone estradiol. Apparently, you just f***ing spray it on your skin. One spray, just one spray, easy peasy. You know what they say? One spray a day keeps the semen away. But doesn't this sound amazing? Doesn't this sound like everything we could possibly ask for? I admit it is very, very interesting to me. Spray estrogen, who'd have thought?
Yeah, that'd be really good for people who struggle with pills or injections and hate having patches on their skin.
I'm talking about the limitless potential that could be unlocked if we were to start using this in chemical warfare. Think about it. There I am on the street. I've got my bottle of Lenzetto. I've ripped the label off, and I'm just spraying everyone everywhere I go. You're trans now, and you're trans, and you, and... My lawyer has advised me to shut the f*** up, because apparently I have too many war crime investigations going on at the moment already. killjoy. Number 3. Hormones make life less stressful. That is a physiological fact. It's up for debate what exactly causes this, but in multiple studies I've read, some of which I will link in the description, this is a repeatable, provable occurrence. See, cortisol is a hormone, but it's not the kind of hormone we want to take, girlies. Cortisol is what we call a stress hormone. It's released by the body in response to stress and anxiety, and it helps your body to regulate its stress response. You don't want it to be too high or too low. Unfortunately, in the current state of society, it's very normal for trans people to have a high level of stress and therefore a high level of cortisol. In this study here, the researchers conducted a test where they measured cortisol levels and perceived stress before hormone therapy, and then again 12 months after starting hormone therapy. In almost all cases, they saw significant improvement. Almost all of the patients in the study reported feeling less stressed and had a much closer to normal level of cortisol a year after starting hormone therapy. This is an irrefutable biological indicator that they are experiencing less stress. So all of you out there being hounded by your family and friends about hormone therapy, why are you taking it? What benefits are there? What side effects? How do you know that it works? Or perhaps there are people trying to prevent you from accessing it, trying to convince you otherwise. I'm here to tell you that it's not just hearsay. It is a provable benefit with stats and science to back this up. Hormone therapy for transgender patients will reduce their stress levels. That is a biological fact, and it is demonstrable and repeatable in study. And besides, give those that question you a slap. For 2 reasons. 1, why does it matter if it's only hearsay? If people are saying it made their life better, why not believe them? And 2, it's fun slapping people, and you don't let motherfuckers stick to you, right? Slap, 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 slap! Oh. Ow. My face is actually red from that. Great, I've got a fucking handprint on my face. Fuck's sake. Columbo! I hope you like my outfit, by the way. You may ask why I decided to dress like this, and the answer is very simple. I'm going to an orgy after I finish this recording. They needed a health and safety coordinator. Number 2! This is a boob. Let me rephrase. This is a healthy boob. Thankfully. We all like healthy boobs, and that's why if you're over the age of 40, you should consider getting your breasts screened. Screened to a private audience of me, myself, and I, am I right? Woo! Now I've got a handprint on my leg. No, I'm kidding. But I'm not kidding about you getting your breasts screened, because hormone therapy increases your likelihood of developing cancer. No, not that kind of cancer. That's a whole other type of cancer. I'm talking about breast cancer, which makes sense. It's not impossible, but definitely very unusual for a cisgender male to develop breast cancer. However, that possibility actually increases considerably after transitioning and starting hormone therapy. Who would have guessed? Having breasts equals likelihood of breast cancer. All jokes aside though, cancer is no laughing matter, so please take care of yourselves. This is something you, me, and in fact all women need to keep an eye on as we age. But perhaps more to the point. Number 2 on this list is that hormone therapy actually has very interesting interactions and implications with all sorts of health issues. Most of which you'll be aware of because of your doctor and the simply fucking gargantuan amount of reading that you had to do to get onto hormones in the first place. That's it, here's a quick list. Transgender hormone therapy marginally increases your risk of breast cancer, blood clots, heart attacks, strokes,
deep vein thrombosis,
diabetes, and broken heart.
Why did you leave me?
But by the same token, it also decreases your risk of prostate cancer, testicular cancer, depression, stress, anxiety, broken heart. Oh, that's why you left me. Daryl. So all in all, it's a choice. You make it and you live with it. And the best you can do is keep an eye on any lumps in your boob. Oh my god. Oh, wait, no. I thought I had boob for a second there, but it was just a trick of the light. No boobs for Alice. Great butt though. And now for some honorable mentions. Things they don't tell you about estrogen that are fascinating, but not quite extreme enough to make it into the top 5. This is my favorite part. Last time I made a top 5, people got really angry because the last 2 were nonsensical, so I actually made 5 real ones this time, and I saved all the nonsense for the honorable mentions. Honorable mentions! Your taste in memes will go drastically downhill. Boob rage. That's right, you heard it here first. Boob rage. It's a thing, look it up. You'll become addicted to pickles. You will most likely become gay. Hormones will turn you into big, scary, hairy man. What? This is things they don't tell you about estrogen. No one tells you that. Glamour! You may find yourself mired in an insatiable lust for power. I desire. Apparently, sometimes people feel a need to get a blue and white shark plush. I haven't experienced that, but that might just be because I'm inoculated to the charms of plushies, because I have 5 right here already. Summer, Cassandra, KK, Patrick, Bob. Number 1! No doctor is ever going to explicitly say this to you. Transgender hormone therapy is life-saving medical care. That's it. That's number 1. Time and time again, this has been proven, demonstrated, everything you could possibly want. Hormone therapy has saved countless lives, and it shows no signs of stopping that anytime soon. That is why we must fight to protect it and other trans values. Last year on my channel, I ran a campaign to raise money for Transgender Law Center, a charity in America that fights anti-trans legislation. Live streamed for charity and ran an auction for charity. We raised almost 8,000 USD, and that remains to be possibly the crowning moment of my career on YouTube so far. That's the thing I'm most proud of. And so I'm here to tell you, yes, our way of life might be under threat right now. And it's scary, and it's okay to be scared, but you must have faith. Because as long as there are people like me, and as long as there are people like you who donated, this fight is not over. And that's the end of the What's that? You were a good girl. You watched till the end of the video? You liked? And you want to know who they is? The one who hasn't told you these things? You want to know the true identity of they? Ah, fine. I'll tell you. But it'll be your funeral, my dear. The one pulling all the strings is... Oh my god, it's Daryl!